To the UK now. Buckingham Palace says the royals will cooperate with police in any investigation of former Prince Andrew. A statement read, King Charles has made clear his profound concern at allegations which continue to come to light in respect of former Prince Andrew's conduct. If we are approached by police, we stand ready to support them. Now, this statement comes after the King was heckled over Andrew's ties to Epstein earlier in the day.
Charles, how long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Andrew got
It's the second time in 2 weeks that the King has been heckled whilst on a walkabout, but joining us live now is News Corp's Europe correspondent and Sky News contributor Sophie Ellsworth. So, good to see you, Sophie, by the way. Let's start off with this statement from Buckingham Palace. It's a rare one, but will talk be backed up with action?
Well, Pete, they had to put this statement out today because the pressure that King Charles and Buckingham Palace are under is only intensifying, with these bad headlines continuing day in, day out relating to Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor's alleged conduct and relationship that he had with a deceased pedophile financier, Jeffrey Epstein. Now, we are waiting to see what move the King does next, but he has come out today in that very strong, unprecedented statement, really saying, look, if police come to us, regards to my brother, we will cooperate. Now, of course, we wouldn't expect anything less from the King, but there is no doubt they are very, very concerned inside Buckingham Palace because, Pete, when he's doing those walkabouts, it's a terribly awful look for the King to be heckled by members of the public, and they really had to address this today because he hasn't come out and spoken since the last tranche of Epstein files were dropped almost more than a week ago.
So as the statement says, Sophie, if police come to them as part of their investigation, so where is the investigation at? Are police likely to go to the royals? Are they actively going after the former Prince Andrew now?
Well, at the moment, they're just assessing the information they had. There was a story on the front of the Sun newspaper today that revealed in the Epstein emails in the latest tranche that Andrew was giving secret and confidential information over to Jeffrey Epstein when he was UK's trade envoy. Now, this is deeply concerning for everyone involved here in the UK, particularly given the important role that he had as trade envoy, and all these other allegations alleged against him of inappropriate conduct with various women. Now, he has always, Pete, denied any wrongdoing in relation to his connections with Jeffrey Epstein, but he has not spoken publicly in recent times on these matters, and it's unlikely that he will.
Meanwhile, Will and Kate have also made their first comments on the Epstein scandal, Sophie. I mean, so you've got this concerted, coordinated push now from the royals, don't we?
Absolutely, Pete. So they've started a 3-day tour in Saudi Arabia. And just as they hit the ground running today on this tour, they thought that they should nip this in the bud. And they put out a statement saying they are deeply concerned by these allegations connected to Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. And their thoughts are with the victims. Now, this is very concerning that the key members of the royal family are putting out these statements in relation to the disgraced royal, Pete. But there is no doubt this story is not going away, and it's going to continue to be a headache for the royals this year.
Well, and not just for the royals. Let's just end up on Downing Street now too, Sophie, because politically the Scottish leader of the Labor Party has called for Keir Starmer to resign. Starmer's got some support, though, it should be said, within Downing Street, but can he survive?
Well, Pete, I think he's on borrowed time. There is no doubt Sir Keir Starmer is in serious trouble here. He's in very serious trouble here, and it's unlikely that he will stay as Prime Minister by time the next election is due in 2029. But he had a meeting this evening with the Labor backbenchers. He's had the full cabinet come out supporting him today on social media. But there is no doubt his job is in jeopardy, and there's plenty of others wanting to take his position.
Just on that point, though, I mean, who's going to replace him if he's got anything going for him? I mean, the suggestion is that no one's strong enough to replace him as Prime Minister. So who are the likely candidates, Sophie?
Well, Pete, there's a few names being bandied around, including the former Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner, the Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, is another one of the key people that have been predicted to take over from Sir Keir Starmer. But at the moment, they're throwing support behind him, but not forgetting, Pete, in the last day or so, he's lost his Chief of Staff and his Director of Communications. Both have quit. Yeah. So it's diabolical inside 10 Downing Street.
Sure is. All right. Sophie Ellsworth, appreciate your time as always. We'll chat to you again next week.